say you want it, feature pen. You write books, film, song, not even there, so it end. The way you work, really, them have to respect it, my friend. Nah, I beg nobody, nothing.
Hello again, everyone. J Mullings from Written Mirror here, aka Wicked Penman. Just wanted to have a quick chat, really, quick catch up. Hello to everyone on LinkedIn, everyone on Twitter that I've been engaging with. I know there's been a lot of back and forths, and so people telling me where they're from, what they do, what kind of sites they enjoy, what they like and don't like. On LinkedIn, it's more, I tend to comment on the more intellectual content. So I tend to go for things where I don't always, or I have an opinion, not necessarily if it's different than the other opinion, but I like commenting on things that aren't just cliche, generic, and stuff that everyone already thinks. Platitudes, I call them. Well, it's not what they're called, that's what they are. I'm not really big on platitudes. Keep your head down and everything will be fine. Oh, like, okay. And a lot of the platitudes aren't helpful either because they're so cliche and they don't apply to anything. So yeah, those are I tend to comment on those posts just to say that, look, what you're saying is not really helpful when you really, really think about what you're actually saying. But then I also like to comment on the posts about things that I'd like to learn about. Someone was talking about, it was an article about tires. No, it was a picture. No, it was a video about tires and so basically they had these new like adaptable compounds where, when you have autonomous vehicles, the tires will be able to open up and change change the traction settings according to the terrain and the weather. And someone was commenting about the use of rubber. That got my attention because I was like, okay, like I know we use natural rubber for tires, but what are you suggesting it be replaced with? And unfortunately, the person didn't have answers. That's another thing. I just literally will ask the question to see if they have answers or if there is a point of view. I can go and do my own research, of course. But if you're mentioning it, then, to keep the conversation going, I just would normally ask you specifically what's going on. And yeah, he didn't have a response for me, but a few other people did, including there was a guy that worked at Volvo. Volvo I've known of for years. My godfather had a Volvo when I was young. And I know that they patented seatbelts, and they shared the patent with everyone. And that's obviously a big component of road traffic safety. It's having seatbelts. So, Volvo is a company that's always had my admiration. Apart from that, I've been adding broadcasters, people from, streaming platforms, Spotify, Deezer, Apple Music, Amazon, so on and so forth, Netflix. And I look forward again to learning things from the other perspective, the other point of view. I have my point of view as a creative and a person who supplies content. They'll have their own as people who purchase content, work with content makers. So it's about kind of expanding my horizons and learning things from another perspective and point of view. With Twitter, I like communicating with other writers, other creatives, business people. I just like communicating with people who have a goal and have an interest in life, in travel or food or whatever the case may be. Just people who have passion, I suppose you could boil it down to. And I really enjoy that. I never want social media to become this thing of, just only chasing engagement or only chasing customers. I like to learn things about the people I'm communicating with and communicating to. And I like knowing who I'm addressing, and I'm interested. It's not cliche and it's not made up. I am genuinely interested in other people outside of myself. I don't even like particularly talking about myself. I'm actually a quiet person, which might surprise a lot of people. They're like, how can you just turn on the camera and start speaking into it? It's because I guess I don't attach the prospect of failure to this. There's nothing, I'm not uncomfortable sharing about myself. I'm a quiet person. So when I come to somewhere like this, where it's literally all quiet, I'm very at home. Same thing with nature when I'm out and about. Like it's just the sounds of nature, but there are no kind of speaking voices, no road traffic. It's not chaotic. I guess that's a better term. But at the same time, I realize that a lot of assumptions are often made about people that look like me And even the beard, there's assumptions made about that, and I have no issue with sharing about myself, and I'd like that from the people I interact with. I'd like for them to share, hopefully not overshare. I'm not into the creepy stuff, so do you, boo, but leave me out of that. So yeah, that's really what I wanted to just have a quick catch up with people. Hey, hi, I hope you're well. This is strange because people watch my videos, and I know they watch my videos, but I don't know, for some reason, not a lot of people are brave enough, well, not even brave enough, they don't feel moved enough to leave comments, and that's another thing. I'd like to know why. So sometimes I'll ask questions about, someone will say great video, and I'm like, well, but what did you like? What was great? What didn't work? I'd like to know these things. I genuinely do care. Gotta get out of here now.